Wagwan, guys, just going on. I hope you're doing well. I cannot complain myself. I wanted to talk about this incident of this woman who's known as the Brick Lady, but her real name is Roda Osman. And a while ago, I did a video on this, and the lady said she got hit in the face with a brick. It was kind of interesting because it's like, wow, crazy things like that do happen, right? So you just can't. It's not unbelievable. It's not like completely unbelievable, but like if you've been following this woman for a period of time, and you will be kind of hip to some of the shenanigans that she was in, right? I wasn't aware of this, but I was, hip to it very soon. And long story short, she builds a GoFundMe, okay? And the GoFundMe is not the first GoFundMe, but I think it got up to a nice number. It got up to about 42K. That's, I guess, where it topped out on. I thought she was going to get a lot more because it was like the first week, it was like 38, 34, whatever, but I guess it stopped there. And story was believable. Definitely was believable. Could have fooled me. You know what I'm saying? Just straight up. However, like I said, this wasn't the first time she'd done a GoFundMe, and I guess it was kind of scammy, kind of scam-esque from the previous GoFundMes she did, and some of the type of internet, sensations that she had. It was some type of escapade where this was like a continual thing. And even if something's like repetitive and it's continual and over time, like it just continues, in some type of continuum, people start to look at you kind of crazy because it's like, okay, now is this just this random guy that keeps attacking you, or you are involved in this in some type of way? You know what I'm saying? And I guess she's raised a nice chunk of change, and it garnished some attention from people, and they went ahead and charged her with a felony down in Houston. And that has to be fraud, right? You're embezzling people out of their money, creating some fake story. And hey, that got up the ranks really quickly and hit the federal charge, right? So, not a bad, like literally not a bad person. She, like, just by the, mere looks of it, right? Doesn't look like a bad person. But the point I want to make here to you guys is people are like that, man. And it's very sad. And the story that she made up was that a guy came, hit her in the face with a brick, and nobody did anything. And like, basically she was like tearing down the image of black men. And if you look at it, that's something she does quite frequently. You know what I'm saying? And it's troubling because like I said, like when the incident happened, it was a bunch of men around, right? And the men were looking at each other like they didn't know what she was talking about, and that night, I guess she was in the club partying. She had like a mask on her face. Push comes to shove, the story comes out where like was in the hospital maybe like earlier that day or something. I don't know if she was even, no, the hospital came afterward. But somebody injected her face with saline. And so after that incident, she went to the hospital and got her face drained. And it was like basically saline that, was being drained or whatever. And I just want to say, like, it's sad because this person looks like a normal person, doesn't, probably educated, right? And my thing is, you just have to think of first and foremost, the willpower. Okay. And you can that first spot can even be in competition with premeditation, just the planning of this. So, the cognitive, she's cognitive of this. She's aware. This is not something done in the heat of this is premeditated. And then just her ability to carry this out. And just let's talk about the story that she made. The first story that came to her mind was just like, some black guy came and hit her with a brick. And that was her story. Ridiculous, man. This is like literally a cry for help at this point. And it's sad because it's like, I mean, dude, I'm literally, I was watching this like interrogation, and it was this lady, man. She said that this dude basically killed this man. She said she saw him, described this man to a T, even described him. She described this guy to a T. Her story changes. Push comes to shove. She's the one who stabbed this guy. Do you know they went and locked that dude up that she said did it? Locked him up. He was in there for 17 days. This is like his best friend too. Literally his best friend, right? Locks him up. They're about to go, and when she changes the story, they're about to go find somebody else to lock up. You hear me? And it was a lady that was basically taking lead on that investigation. And that's what I'm telling you. That's the mindset that's out here. And it's not one of those, you ever see those memes where like people fall down and then they hit every single branch out of that tree before they hit the bottom? They just hit every single branch. That's real life. That's real life situation. You ever see the videos where everybody is just beating this one dude up? You know what I'm saying? And it's like, come on now. You feel me? It's not that serious. The guy's not armed, nothing like that. They just wild off, and that's real, man. That's real. That is real. And it's a mental illness, dude. It's a sickness. That's what it is, man. That's exactly what it is. And it's kind of hateful at the end of the day. But I don't want to harp on this too. And it was a really big story. I don't want to harp on it too much. But, it's very sad. I don't even, she's being charged with that. I don't know. That's not a conviction. I will say that. So she's being charged. It's not a conviction. But this, it just goes to show you, man, it's stuff out here. I'm waiting to see if that she actually does get that felony charge and it's a conviction, right? Because that happened a while ago. So I'm really kind of out the loop of that, but it's hit media, of recent that this is what's taking place regarding that situation. And a lot of people were upset because it's like, she had previous incidents that were like, you could kind of suss out, and you could kind of see that, this is what people were dealing with. Right. But it's very sad. I want to say, man, it's very sad, dude. It is very sad. And that happens all the time, dude. It happens all the time. And all I can say is, hey, guys, that's what I got for you, man. Peace. I'm out.